We're taking a look at Kyle is Famous, which is a game about Kyle, and we guide him through the day to protect him from all the troublesome things that could happen to him, or all the bad things that Mihei do. There are 21 endings, we don't have a single one of them yet. I think that's because we haven't played yet, I'm not sure though, so I think we'll just start the game and maybe we'll find out then. Kyle wakes up, he is famous. Well, that's good. Kyle is host of the most popular talk show in recent memory, Stay Up Late with Kyle. Good name, I like that. Stay Up Late with Kyle has grown in popularity quickly in the last year and the public has noticed. Inside has called Kyle a most excellent dumpy white man. Top Tech noted that Kyle is inspiring youth to explore STEM fields. Most other talk shows are dedicated to discussing Kyle and his personal details. Most online videos are best-of clips taken from Kyle's latest broadcast. The eye of the world is upon Kyle. Tonight is Kyle's most important guest interview yet. Stay Up Late with Kyle will be featuring Rachel May. She is a kind and lovely philanthropist. She is dear to the hearts of many. This interview requires preparation. Kyle cracked his eyes open, knowing today is his last chance to prepare for the interview. Kyle has 30 hours left. He must choose his actions wisely. Start preparing. Kyle's first decision of the morning was made wisely. Wither away, exit the bed. Yeah, I think we should exit the bed, perhaps. Alright. Kyle exited his bed and that took him 1 hour, apparently. I kind of thought that this was going to count down, but wow, 1 hour to get out of bed, okay. Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around his bedroom. Open the closet, sit at desk, scavenge, exit bedroom to hallway. What is he gonna scavenge for? Sit at desk. I guess he could prepare there, right? Kyle made his way over to his desk and sat down. Write notes for interview, back to room, check in desk drawer. Write notes. We gotta prepare. Kyle wrote down his first question. Are you a mother? Am I a mother? Is your mother a mother? Oh man, I'm already in love with this game. Where's the sound, by the way? The music is gone. Too bad. I already like this. I like this. This is going to be funny to replay. For now, let's just play normally, like we're actually trying to achieve the good ending. That's usually how I do it with games with multiple endings. So, Kyle wrote down his second question. What are some diet tips? Beef, mashed, or blended? Ever eaten a raw egg whole? What are some diet tips? Kyle wrote down his third question. What's your funniest story? Do you ever smile? I purposely ran over a puppy. What? What's your funny story? Kyle wrote down his last question. What's your guilty pleasure? Do you feel guilty? Are you guilty? What's your guilty pleasure? I'm not sure what that means, but it was where otherwise the normal questions were, so I clicked it. Kyle whipped his page of notes out of the notebook and got up from the desk. Back to desk. Kyle made his way over to his desk and sat down. Check in desk drawer, back to room. Well, let's check in the drawer, maybe there's something useful. Kyle opened up the side drawer on his desk and grabbed one of the items stored there. Small key, assorted change, back to desk. A small key. We can do something like that. Grab the small key he kept in his desk. Back to desk. Now let's go back to the room, maybe. So, and now let's exit the room to the hallway. Check lock. Kyle walked into the small hallway that connects the rooms of his apartment together. Check locked door. Move to kitchen. Leave apartment. Return to bedroom. I thought he could maybe like wash himself in the bathroom, perhaps, so that he looks good before the interview. But apparently he doesn't have a bathroom, or he can't go there. Then let's eat something so we don't go there hungry. Kyle walked to the center of the kitchen. Check pantry. Open fridge. Let's check the pantry. Kyle wanted to access the pantry, but found it was locked with a small keyhole. Unlock with small key, back to kitchen. Ah, that's what we got the key for, okay. The pantry door lock creaked as if it hadn't been moved for years, but eventually opened. Look in pantry. Instead of an assortment of canned goods and grains, Kyle's pantry stored his massive amount of bottled lard. Ignore the pantry for now. Chuck a bottle of lard. Grab a bottle of lard. Why does he have massive amounts of lard in his pantry? Let's take a bottle of lard with us. Who knows what it might come in handy for. Kyle grabbed a bottle of lard and stashed it on his person for later use. Back to kitchen. So, open the fridge. Anything to eat here? Kyle opened the fridge, intending to find something to eat. Eat crust on fridge wall. Eat the fridge. Prepare breakfast. Eat condiments. What are condiments? Let's prepare breakfast. We'll eat the fridge later, don't worry. Kyle constructed a breakfast of poached eggs and toast along with a small fruit cup and grilled sausage. Eat, smash. No, let's eat it for now. Kyle ate his breakfast. Were there sounds for his actions the whole time? Kyle ate his breakfast slowly and thoughtfully, enjoying every bite. He felt refreshed. Return to kitchen. Now I think we should return to the hallway now, and we could check the locked door, but we probably have to get the key out of the closet or something, so let's leave the apartment for now. Kyle walked out into the middle of the road and took a long, pondering look around him. Visit downstairs neighbor, visit tech store, return to apartment. Let's visit the tech store. Maybe we can find some nice gadget for the interview. So, Kyle walked into the clean white tech store. He was greeted by Techno Jim, an elaborate cutout mascot with flashing lights. Return to street, ask attendant for free samples, steal Techno Jim. Let's get his free sample. Kyle asked the store attendant whether or not they offered any free samples to important customers. More? The attendant gave Kyle a confused and slightly vacant look. Kyle began to beg for a free sample. More? No, we're almost done. Wanting Kyle to leave, the attendant grabbed a decrepit phone meant for spare parts and held it out. Grab with hand, grab with teeth. Grab with hand. And that's it. Interview is now. Kyle took the phone pleasantly from the outstretched hand and said quietly, "Thanks for your service. More. Now it's the interview. It's the interview. Ah!" Kyle hurried to the set. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. Kyle approached her. Rachel looked up and smiled. Approach Rachel. Rachel's smile quickly turned to shock as she realized Kyle had not put on any clothes that day. Oh, yeah, I was right. I was thinking of getting dressed through the closet, but then I thought he would wash himself first, but then he didn't have a bathroom, and then I forgot about... that didn't go too well, I guess. Kyle waved and smiled broadly. Rachel uncomfortably averted her eyes. Kyle started making his rounds around the room, greeting each crew member, none of whom looked at him directly. As it became apparent that Kyle had no intention of leaving, Rachel made some excuses and exited the set. One by one, the crew followed suit. Kyle was left all alone. End. Kyle prepared by being a nudist. Okay. Let's restart. Let's try this again. Was May of the... Huh? Why is that unlocked now? Why do we have browse social media unlocked now? Let's do the weird stuff. Let's start people lying in the bed. Kyle decided to stay put and wither away. Kyle withered successfully and died. Shocks. Kyle is now a ghost. This does not relieve him of his responsibilities. Get out of bed anyway. What in the world? Okay. Exit his bed, took a quick glance. Open the closet. Fine, I guess. Let's open the closet this time. Choose an outfit. Back to bed. It was dark and he could only really see his hanging shirts. Back to bed. Choose an outfit now. To take some time to choose the perfect outfit, knowing how important appearance is. Jeans and swimming goggles. Slick suit. Skunk panties. Pasties. Skunk pasties. Whatever that is. Suit of armor. Ghost in armor. I'm going for it. Kyle was unsure of what exactly caused him to decide to wear his armor, but it felt like the right thing to do. After much squeezing and sweating, Kyle managed to wrap the metal suit around his dumpy self. Kyle returned to the center of the room. Let's eat the fridge now. Let's eat the fridge. Move to kitchen. And the fridge. Eat the fridge. Kyle pointed his neck directly upwards and hoisted the fridge on top of his face. Somehow, miraculously, he wrapped his mouth around the device. He started to swallow. In one slow, horrible movement, the fridge slid down Kyle's throat. After many gurgles, pops, and snaps, Kyle felt relatively sure the fridge would not come back out. Kyle walked to the center of the kitchen. Good, that's something. Let's check the locked door now. Kyle walked over to the strange door in the hallway, but found quickly that the door was locked from the inside. Forced the door with forehead back to hallway, flowed through as ghost. Yeah, let's go for it. Kyle used his ghostly powers to walk straight through the door. Go inside. What's there? Kyle found himself in the room. He stashed the various items sent to him by fans. Checks your sewing machine. Yeah, let's check that. Kyle walked over to the dilapidated sewing machine. Its box was only half removed. Good. Thanks for that. Then let's visit our neighbor as a ghost. That could be fun. Approach this downstairs neighbor's door and knocked. A middle-aged woman named Gabby answered the door. She looked at Kyle expectantly. Greet and start conversation. Good morning, neighbor, said Kyle cheerfully. Gabby looked at Kyle expectantly. Ask Gabby about Gabby. Ask Gabby about Rachel. Yeah, let's ask about Rachel. Gabby, Kyle asked, what are your true thoughts about Rachel May? Moore. Oh, Rachel, Gabby said. She's a wonderful woman. Her generous acts have inspired more good work than bad. Gabby trailed off, not meeting Kyle's eyes. More. And now we have to go to the interview. Per normal, he ceased to be a ghost before he arrived. What? Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuine. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking her in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being here. Kyle responded. Scream and spin in circles. Answer politely. And I as well, Rachel, answered Kyle, extending his hand in greeting. You are a most welcome guest. Shake hands. After other mild exchange of pleasantries, Kyle and Rachel were prompted to take their places for the broadcast. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. Start broadcast. Good evening, everyone, said Kyle. Good evening, everyone, said Kyle, looking at the camera. Welcome back to Stay Up Late with Kyle. Introduce Rachel. Kyle vomited all of the horrible things he had eaten earlier onto the floor. Rachel looked at Kyle concerned, gave a couple cars, and decided to play it cool and keep the show running. Kyle stopped, then vomited again, then continued with a shaky voice. Tonight I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. Hello, Kyle, she said. I'm glad to be here. Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot of her to discuss, so we might as well dive right in, said Kyle. I'm very ready, said Rachel with a winning smile. In a shock, Kyle realized he had never bothered to prepare any notes for the interview. Knowing he had the eyes of millions upon him, Kyle came up with a solution quickly. Blame Rachel for lack of notes, run away, play dead. Play dead, yes. Okay, kind of slumped in the sea and played dead. Come on, yeah. God, what? God, what I have to ask Rachel still smiling. God, didn't. Oh, yeah. Kyle did not respond and hoped nobody would ask questions. Kyle, why are you pretending to be dead? Asked Rachel. I can see you breathing. Kyle held his breath. The producer whispered to Rachel over her earpiece. Give him a couple slaps across the face and see if he wakes up. Rachel got up from her chair, walked to Kyle and slapped him firmly across the face. Rachel slapped Kyle continuously, trying to get him to stop play acting. Other members of the crew stepped into frame to start slapping Kyle as well. Soon, Kyle was lost to the amassment of people around him, all slapping his face with both hands. The slapping went on for many hours. Kyle did not wake up. Eventually, Kyle did not need to pretend to be unconscious. End. Kyle prepared by dying. Okay, that was ending 2. Now, I want to get the good end now. Okay, Kyle's first decision of the morning was made wisely. Exit the bed. Now, we're going to prepare... No, we're going to get dressed. Now, choose an outfit. Slick suit. Let's get a slick suit. Now, miraculously crammed his stumpy body into the suit. The chest pockets were filled with random knickknacks. Okay. Okay, now, sit at the desk. Write notes for interview. There we go. Are you a mother? What are some diet tips, yes? What's your funniest story? What's your guilty pleasure? There we go. Back to desk. Alright, now, back to room. Now, What if we scavenge? Maybe we find something useful. Kyle quickly crouched down on the floor, realizing his immediate need for bugs. Gossip? Gossip. That's something we can rely on the interview, I guess. Kyle firmly pressed his ear onto the carpet, hoping to hear some stray words from the neighbors below. More? I heard Rachel May is going on a trip out of the country soon. Oh, girlfriend, tell me more. Oh, girlfriend, tell me more. Well, what I will tell you is that every night I don a mask that looks like a bug and fight misdoers. There was a stunned silence, and then a door opened and someone exited the neighbor's apartment. That's quite enough. Kyle returned to the center of the bedroom. Now, exit to the hallway. And now let's leave the apartment and let's talk to our downstairs neighbor again. And now a middle-aged woman there expectantly greet and start conversation. Good morning. Ask Gabby about Gabby. Ask Gabby about being a vigilante. That could go interesting. Let's ask her about Rachel first. I want to get a good ending now, where we actually manage the interview. Come on. We have time for a fourth ending, I think. Gabby, Kyle asked, what are your true thoughts? Well, we got that. Then bad. Gabby trailed off from meeting Kyle's eyes more. After several uncomfortable minutes of silence, Kyle turned away. He turned around and left. That wasn't all that successful. Return to apartment, visit tech store. Well, we only have 1 hour left, so I guess we might as well return, and now it's over. 0 hour left, and we could, I don't know, leave the apartment again. Let's just keep moving. Now, we can do it. We should get the good ending right now, right? Looking me in the eye, I've been looking forward to being here. Yeah, looking me in the eye, Kyle responded. Scream in Spain, hint in circles, answer politely. And I as well, Rachel answered Kyle, extending his hand and greeting. You are a most welcome guest. After another okay, we already got that. Now it starts. A moment after seeing the studio lights bright. Okay, start broadcast. Guess up about neighbor. Could be interesting. Start broadcast for now. Good evening, everyone. Introduce Rachel. Needs no more introduction. Kyle motioned to Rachel. Yeah, glad to be here. Kyle in response, Kyle collapsed on the floor. From a combination of stressful preparation and not eating anything, Kyle had passed. Oh no! I thought we could. Come on, you could have done a day without eating. No! No one in the studio quite knew what to do with him. They began to poke Kyle in the back to see if he moved. After a while, they ended the broadcast, shut off the lights, and went home. Kyle was left face first on the floor. Kyle prepared by starving himself. No, not again! I screwed it up again! Come on, we can do this now. Exit the bed. Open the closet. Choose an outfit. Get the slick suit. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. Now sit at the desk. Write notes. Mother. Diet. Story. Guilty pleasure. Alright, we got that. We got that. We got this. We can do this now. We can do this now. Alright, now. Exit bedroom to hallway. Move to kitchen. Now, open the fridge. Prepare breakfast. Come, we can do this. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. Yeah, return to kitchen. What's all that stuff, by the way? Now, return to the hallway. Return to bedroom. And let's listen, let's scavenge again and let's get the gossip stuff going. Immediate need for bugs. But we're not gonna have time to confront the neighbor with it then. Let's get the bugs. Let's just get bugs. Kyle started to pick between the fuss of his bedroom carpet, hoping to catch a stray beetle or two. Soon he had a small handful of various insects, dead and alive. Eat immediately, save for later use. Let's save them for later use. Kyle stashed the wriggling mass for later use. Good. Now we could go outside already, right? We could visit the tech store, I guess. Give review a free sample? Wait a minute. We remember all this stuff? I thought we had to do everything again, so could I have confronted the neighbor about being a vigilante? Oh, interesting. Give review a free sample. What happened then? This phone, said Kyle, is several years old and has exposed wires coming out the back. Yeah, well, now we have to hurry to the side. Okay, interesting. So we keep our inventory and knowledge. That's cool. That will make this much more interesting and easily. Good. We answer politely. We shake hands. More. We start the broadcast. And now, good evening. Introduce Rachel. More. And now, come on. More. Lot to discuss. More. I'm very ready with a winning smile. Now, come. Kyle produced the notes he had taken earlier. What are some diet tips? What's your guilty pleasure? Are you a mother? What's your funniest story? How do we begin? Let's let's get things. Let's know. We gotta save something. None of these seems to be a good starter. Yeah, let's start with Are you a mother? Hey, Rachel, I and many others would love to know. Are you a mother? Kyle looked up from his notes. Well, being a single woman with a career, she answered, that's not something that has crossed my mind. Rachel smiled genuinely at Kyle. Very reasonable indeed, said Kyle. He referenced his paper of questions. Kyle asked another question. What's your funny story? What are some diet tips? Rachel, you managed to keep such a thin and healthy figure, said Kyle. What is your best diet tip? Well, a good diet starts with a plan, answered Rachel. And don't break it. Cheat days can turn into a habit. That's still her. But, she continued, that doesn't mean a midnight snack here and there isn't allowed. She smiled. Kyle looked at his flabby self, decided to not comment, and moved on. Kyle asked another question. Now, let's do the guilty pleasure now. That seems like it could fit. We all have one. What's your guilty pleasure? Oh, well, that's an easy answer, said Rachel. Dipping pickles in chocolate sauce. It might sound strange, but it's tangy and sweet at the same time. I eat it far too often. Rachel smiled sweetly. Kyle asked another question. What's your funniest story? You've been involved in a lot of different things, said Kyle. But what's your funniest story? Well, that's a great question, Kyle, said Rachel. I think the story I always remember is the first time I tried to make dinner for my family. In the soup I made, I swapped out water with milk and tipped the whole jar of salt in the pot. While my family was sick from trying to eat it, I swiped their things and locked myself in my room. Rachel laughed elegantly. Kyle decided to move on. After reading his final question, Kyle looked up from his paper. Well, Rachel, he said, I think that's all I was planning on asking you. If that's the case, Kyle, may I ask you something in return? Asked Rachel, smiling one more time. Do you prepare for your interviews in advance? Because you seem very together. More. Before Kyle could answer, the cameras shut down. The broadcast was over. Kyle returned home knowing the interview had gone well. But as he lay in bed and drifted to sleep, he felt that, perhaps, something was still missing. Kyle prepared very well, not perfectly. But well, that's still pretty good, you know. We're gonna do one more thing. And now, because we have the phone, we now have the social media stuff. So we somehow kept the phone, but nothing else. Let's browse social media and let's confront this vigilante. Yeah, let's try that. Browse social media. Started to scroll through news articles on his phone. Stay up late with Kyle, ranked number 1 and number 2 show on television. Alright, read more. New East Bridge being constructed after being found to not actually exist. Authorities investigating. Read more. Another grand larceny and crime spree streak. Evidence points to perpetrator fleeing the country. Read more. Rachel May to unexpectedly leave the country on very, very long vacation after interview tonight. Oh, I see. We heard that from downstairs as well. Oh man, this story is starting to unfold. Who is the bug vigilante recently spotted pursuing larcenists? Wait, does that mean she's after Rachel? Our neighbors after Ray. Oh man, I would have never expected this story to go down such a path that. Wow, I'm seriously impressed here how complex this is. I like it. I'm really well done, John Szymanski. I hope your name is pronounced. Great game. I'm loving it already. Now, read more. Kyle fails to show up to several charity events. Read more. Bug Vigilante shows up to charity events with fresh baked pastries. Donations flourish. Hot dogs making resurgence as fuel source for both humans and tugboats. Wood. Okay. Phone model recalled. Techno gym stores blame overuse by customers. Is that connected again to something? Oh, so. Kyle's phone exploded in its hands from overuse. Kyle exited his bag and took a quick glance around his bedroom. Okay, let's quickly get dressed now. Choose an outfit: suit of armor, skunk paint, jeans and swimming goggles. Let's get jeans and swimming goggles. Decided on a fashion-forward, casual style. You could barely see out of the goggles. Now let's listen to the bug vigilante again. Looking for resources? Looking for resources? Let's look for the gossip though. I want to know this bug vigilante type. I want to get that again. Now, there was a stunned silence and someone exited. Yep, that's quite enough. Good. Now, no, we don't want to. We have to eat something though. No, otherwise we're gonna die again. No, we gotta get the breakfast. No, we can't talk with the neighbor about being a vigilante. No, 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 no. I wanted to confront her about that. Now, what have I done? Now I can still gossip with her about it, and I have a cool outfit, you know. Let's see. Scream and spin in circles. Come on, let's try that now. Kyle started to stretch out his arms wide, tilted his neck upwards, and was interrupted by his producer telling him and Rachel that it was time to start the show. Well, that's a shame. Alright, now, gossip about neighbor. Good evening, everybody, said Kyle. My neighbor is a bug vigilante. I thought he was gonna say that to Rachel. Whatever. With nothing more to say on the matter, he fell silent. Rachel, also on camera, stared at her hands and wondered when she was going to be introduced. The producer started cutting to different camera angles to break the tension. Kyle continued to remain silent and stare forward blankly. After several minutes, neighbor Gabby walked out onto the set. Hi everyone, she said, smiling hollowly. My name is Gabby, and I'm not a bug vigilante. False! Kyle looked at Gabby and then returned to staring forwards. Gabby began to reply, but was interrupted by a bug-shaped intercom on her belt. Bug girl, it squawked. A robbery is in progress on East 3rd. Report imminent. Gabby threw the intercom on the ground and crushed it under her foot. After a beat, she spoke. Something has come up suddenly and I must go. Gabby left the set. Well, said Kyle, that's all the time we have for tonight. Thanks for joining us, Rachel. Kyle got up, shook Rachel's hand again, and walked past the cameras, leaving her alone. Not knowing what else to do, the producer ended the broadcast. In the coming days, fans of both Rachel and Kyle dubbed this show as a masterpiece of television. Stay Up Late with Kyle's online pages were updated to reflect this broadcast as the most popular ever. Kyle's producer later tried to have Rachel on the show again, but she was very, very, very busy. Kyle talked about Gabby. Wow, okay, that was an unexpected ending. It was a cool ending. How many endings do we have now? Ending 5 out of 21. Wow, that's a lot, and I'm seriously not unironically, I'm thrilled to see the other endings. This game is just is an awesome style of humor. The gameplay, well, it's simple, but I mean, it's an interactive story. It's a funny story. It's a surprising story. It's in a way a compelling story. I'm actually interested to know how we maybe can expose that Rachel is a criminal, which is what seems to be the case. And with this bug vigilante, that it was genuinely interesting and of course also very funny, as you may have realized from me laughing for some 1 minute or so. But yeah, so well done, John Szymanski, for making this really cool game. If you enjoyed it as well, please give this video a like and maybe share it with someone else who might also enjoy it. If you want to be the first to know whenever I upload new content and help this channel grow, you should subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.